Hi, this is Nnamdi. Welcome to Confit TV. I am back with another beautiful video that is going to make you, um, that is going to actually probably change your life. So, as you can see, the title of this video is if it is still profitable to go into e-hailing business. So, go into e-hailing business in 2025, especially if you don't have your own car, using someone else's car, or you are using a car that is a car hire, or you are paying weekly, or you are using it as you are into a contract, a hire purchase contract, or whatever. If it is still profitable to do this, to go into this e-hailing business with another person's car, a car that is not yours. So from my own experience, I want to tell you what, if it is or not. And I'm going to give you my 2 cents and also explain to you with evidence as I'm going to do um, my app, e-hailing app screen recording this thing. I'm going to show it to you and prove it to you that it is. So, but I'm not saying that there are no challenges or other things, but it is very profitable. But just don't go away. Just stay a little longer and see what I have got at the end of the video. At the end of this video, you'll be able to decide for yourself if you will be able to do it or not. But this video is all about if it is profitable. But there are other things that I could talk about that is related to making it uh, in this e-hailing business and be this profitable. There are other aspects, but I'm not going to talk about those other ones because it's going to make this video very long. And so I'm going to just concentrate on this. So I will be making other videos that are related to this and other general videos as well. But this is the reason why it is important. If you have not subscribed to my channel, please do subscribe and click the notification bell button so that anytime I drop a new video, you will be the first to be notified. It's very important, and share it as well because there is someone out there that might be in need of this video and this encouragement. All right, so let's go into it. But before I go into it, I also want to make a disclaimer that this is not a financial advice. It's totally on you. This is what works for me, and I don't know if it's going to work for you because we are different persons. We are different persons with different perspective and mindset and personality. So it may work for me, it may not work for you. So this is the reason I am saying that um, I'm not just giving, I'm just saying that this is not a financial advice. So just keep it in the back of your mind and let's do this. So without no further ado, it is profitable to go into e-hailing business, especially if you're using Uber. I use Uber mostly and it works very well for me. And therefore, I'm going to show you now my screen and you will see my screen, what I've been able to make in the last 4 weeks. 4 weeks is presumed to be 1 month. So I'm going to calculate how much I was able to make after Uber commission. You will see, then I will deduct my fueling money, the money that I use in fueling my car. Then I will also deduct my remittance because the car that I'm using is not mine, it's owned by a fleet management called Move. So this guy is also fuel efficient. I'm going to make another video concerning this guy, but it's all about, is it profitable to make money with e-hailing using another person's car? You understand? So without no further ado, let's get into it and let's see what I have got. Check it out now. And when we come back, we'll wrap it up. See ya. So we are going to check out for the 4 weeks. We are going to get the amount for the 4 weeks and put it and calculate it with the calculator and do the deductions of the fuel that I have bought every day. I will calculate it for 4 weeks. And then I also deduct my remittance for 4 weeks and know how much I am left with. So by so doing, you will be able to know how much I have been able to make in 4 weeks, so that you will know if what I was saying is true or not. So let's go into my earnings. This is my earnings. So we are going to click my Uber app. Okay, this is last week. All right, this is the last week that I did. I got 369,500. Only 5 days, as you can see, 1 2 3 4 5 days. In this week I did only 5 days work. I didn't do 2 days, so I got 369,500. And so let's check it out. 269,500, 369,500. All right, this is how much I made. And then plus we go back to my Uber. Then we click the other week before it, 404,000, and I did 6 days here. But in this very particular day, this very particular week actually, Uber was doing a promo, and I got about approximately 30,000 naira additional promo. So to this, that's why it's up to this 404,000. So I just want to let you know that it's not only my Uber work here, my daily income, but I had a promo, extra income of 30,000 given to me by Uber. Uber does this, you know, from time to time. They do this to encourage drivers to work harder and to work more trips because of the competition that is out there to compete. So to get more drivers using the app. So they do this. Even other apps also do it. But Uber, in this very occasion, Uber gave me 30K. So I don't want to talk too much on this. So this is 404,000 that I made on this very day, plus 404,000. Plus 404,000. Then this is the second week, right? So we are going for the third week. So the app closed, so sorry about this. All right, so I'm going back to my earnings again, and I'm opening the app. Here we go. I've added this one. So we are going to add the third week. On this third week, I also made 296,900. Let me just say 297,000, because approximately in this week. So 297,000 we are going to add to the calculator, plus 297,000 naira. Then we're going to add our fourth week. The fourth week. Sorry about this. Okay, our fourth week. As you can see, we've already added this one. We've already added this one. We've already added this one. The fourth week is this. All right. And on this fourth week also, I didn't work for 2 days, and I got 280,000. As you can see, right? Okay. So we are going to add 280,000 naira right here. 280,000. All right. It gives us 1,350,500. Just keep it in the back of your mind. This is it. So as we're going to do another calculation of how much fuel that I spent every day. So if I'm working every day, on average, I spend like 20,000 naira fuel. Sometimes it's not up to that. Sometimes it's slightly up to. But I'm going to use. Sometimes I buy 15,000 naira fuel. Sometimes I put. But let me just use average of 20,000 naira fuel for the sake of this calculation. So let me just use, but it should be less. But let me just use 20,000 naira every day, because sometimes all these days that you see I work, as I work in the evening, and I don't use up so much fuel in the evening. That is, I do night work, but that is for another video. So I'm explaining why 20,000 naira is even too much, but I'm going to use 20,000 naira anyway, but it is too much. But I will use 20,000 naira as an average. All right, so I'm going to calculate how many days I have worked in these 4 weeks, these four past, how many days I multiplied by 20,000 naira. So just of this my total income, and this income 1,350,500 naira is after. Take note, it is after Uber's commission. This is my own income. That is my own income after work. After Uber has taken its own commission, this is my money. All right. So what we are going to deduct from this money is only my fuel, the fuel money that I used for these days, and also my remittance for the car, because it's higher purchase, so that I've made every week. So now we're going to just take note of this, and now we are going to my Uber app. So to calculate how many days I worked for this, I worked in this 4 weeks, because sometimes some of the weeks I worked only for 5 days. Some I worked 6. I've never worked 7 days in a week. I work 6 or 5. So we are going to count how many days I have worked in order to get the number of days I multiplied by 20,000 naira, the fuel money that I used for each day. So now here it is. So we are going to start with this one. This one is how many days? This is 5 days. Okay. The next order is 5 days plus 6 days is 11 days, right? So the other week before it is 16 days. The last week then is also 5 days. 5 days plus 16 is 21 days. So we're going to multiply 1 days by 20,000 naira. Multiply 21 times 20,000 naira. So I got 420 for fuel alone. It's 420,000. So I'm going to 1.350, 150,000, 420,000. That's what I got, right? 120,000 naira. So we're going to take it away 50,000, 3,500. This is it. So we take away 420,000 naira for fuel money. So it's remaining 930,500 naira, right? 930,500 naira. So this is what is left after my fuel money, right? So now we're going to talk about how much is for these 4 weeks. How much is my remittance? My remittance every day, every week is okay, just keep this also 330, 500, right? 930,500 naira. This is 930,000 after deduction of my 9,400 every day. Then I multiply it by 60s. Then multiply it 4 weeks, which is 225,600. Then we are going to deduct this 225,600 from 930,000 naira. All right. We're going to minus 930,000 naira, 500 naira. So as you can see, last month I as my own take on pay 704,900 as my take on pay. So let's say for your feed, and sometimes I eat very well, So let me say I spend on average every day on my feeding, on average 5,000 naira on average on my feeding. So we calculated 21 days. I worked for 21 days. So 900, right? Just keep that in your back of your mind. So I worked for 21 days and multiplied by 5,000 naira for my feeding. So you deduct it from 703,000, 500, I suppose. Yeah. I am left with 598,000 naira. Okay. So this is it. 598,000 naira. This is what I ended up with after feeding 5,000 naira feeding on average. Okay. So 500,000 naira. But here is 598,500 I made for the last 5 weeks, 4 weeks, sorry, after the deduction of fuel money, after the deduction of my remittance, and after the deduction of my feeding. And I have to also note that the only calculation or the only amount that was accurate, the expenses that was accurate was only my remittance that was so accurate, how much but that of the fuel money and that of my feed, I believe they are even, I estimated them. I used average. I did not spend up to that. I believe I did not spend up to 420,000 for that 4 weeks that I worked, and I believe that I didn't spend up to what do you call it? Up to this 100 something thousand for my feeding on this very 21 days that I worked. All right. So this is far profitable. If it is on average, I make 500,000 naira every day, every month. I believe it's more than that. I make 600, but on average, that I didn't make much, 500,000. So, with what kind of work are you going to make to be able to achieve this kind of money? So this is the calculation. And now, I hope you understand. All right, welcome back. So I hope you you've seen what I was talking about in that this thing. You have seen my screen of my Uber app and how much I was able to make, and after the deductions and how much I ended up with. So you will now agree with me that actually it is possible to make it big. And this is something that I want to also say. As I am right now, I cannot do 9 to 5 work. I cannot be paid. How much am I going to be paid monthly? Really, I cannot. Okay, so I cannot. I would have gone back to my former job and take it. But this work is flexible. But the only thing you need commitment. But like I said earlier on, that I'm going to make video that is going to be separate from this, that is going to explain all about all you need. But this is all about whether or not Uber or e-hailing business is still profitable. Those that say that it is not, that's their mindset, and I don't know what they are doing. I am not saying there are no challenges. There are no challenges or whatever. But if you are determined to get something and make something for yourself, you will be able to make it and still control your time and your income. So if you are looking forward to getting going into e-hailing business and you don't have a car, I'm going to still make a video on how you're going to get a car. If you're already on it, or you are also contemplating getting into it, you can use Uber. Is one of the best, and I'm going to also make a video to explain as to why Uber is one of the best among all the e-hailing apps out there. So if you wish to start, I will also encourage you to use Uber. Uber is very good. And then I have the link below in my video, so you can use it. I also want to disclose that if you use my link, I'm going to get a referral bonus for registering through my link. So I just want to disclose that for you to understand. So it is going to be a big deal for me if you would click on the link below, and especially if you're a woman, because there are a lot of women that do this, a lot of women, and I respect them. I see them. I have my colleagues that are women, they do it so good and so beautifully. You see them and you see the dignity, and there is dignity in labor. So I don't want to talk too much. I will still make other videos. I will do other videos separately in other aspects of this, how to, start, how to get your vehicle, and even how to register and how to stay safe. There are lots of things. There are a lot of, moving parts, a lot of things that are involved in this business. Even when I started, I had experience of, getting extorted by all these government agencies and the whole of. There was a time I paid 150,000 naira to bail out my car. But that shouldn't scare you. It's one of those things. So that is why I'm here, so that you don't make these mistakes. That's why I make videos, to help you, direct you, instead of you to learn through your mistakes. You learn through someone else's mistake, so that it doesn't cost you much. That is why you have to also, kind of click on the notification button, click on the subscribe button. If you're not subscribed, so you're not a subscriber yet, please subscribe. Click on the notification button and also share it, so that other people may see it as well, and it may help someone out there, or that we know we are going through. We know how the country is, how difficult this country is. But if someone could see this video and encourage him or her to go into this, you are saving a life, because a lot of people are going hungry and begging. But when you start this, you might actually turn out to be someone that helps other people in need of financial help. So share this video, subscribe, and click the notification button, so that anytime I drop a new video, you'll be one of those to receive it. Thanks. See you on the next video, and thanks, and remain blessed. Bye-bye.